Well, good morning. Today is Friday, June 7th. Tomorrow I get weighed. I'm just kind of curious to see if eating 3 meals a day is going to affect my weight loss. As you can see, I did stay on track. I stayed within my points. The only day I really did poorly was when we went on Sunday for David's graduation, um, for the graduation dinner. I did have some rolls, because who can go to Texas Roadhouse and not have their rolls, which are delicious. But I had iced tea, but I did have the ribs and chicken and a baked potato. I think that's all I had that day. Oh no, I had breakfast before I went. Before I had my fatal fall. It was bad. Anyway, we do have a birthday today. Today is Kathy Marquart's birthday. I think I'm saying that right. Marquart. Marquart. Well, Kathy gets a song. I'm so glad because I like to sing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kathy. Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha. And it's a beautiful day too. The sun is shining. The sky is blue. It's so nice. It's just beautiful out here. It's just gorgeous. It's just absolutely gorgeous. When I get back, I'm gonna go for my walk, and then when I get back, I have to take my shower right away because Denise and I are going to get her barnwood or whatever. It's some kind of wood. Obviously, probably from a barn. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to put a link down below to the channel Planning Us Healthy. She's just reached 500 subscribers and she's trying to get to 1,000. So go on over there and give her some love. Tell her I sent you and subscribe because she's got a really good channel. Her and her husband are doing Weight Watchers, and she's got a really pleasant voice. I really like her channel. I just found her channel recently. And you'll be glad you did. You really will. And then let's help her get to 1,000. That's like the magic number in YouTube land. When you get to 1,000, you can start getting paid, for one thing. And then, I don't know, it seems like once you hit 1,000, it really rapidly increases. It really does. Because I think that YouTube features your video a bit more. So they got that going for them. But let's see, I wrote something else down. Oh, Sue slims down. My family is jealous. I'm so jealous. She's going to, which I never knew there was, a Wizard of Oz amusement park in North Carolina. My kids do not know that. Otherwise, when they were little, they would have wanted to go there instead of Disney World. I'm sure. I'm sure of that. Although Disney World is such a magical place. Anita, tell me about, Anita, have you ever been to Disney World? I know she goes to Disneyland all the time because she lives in California, but I'm just wondering if she's ever been to Disney World. And has she ever gone to the park across from Disneyland? I don't know what it's called. I know it's something with the Disney, but it's not Disneyland. So Anita, let me know. Have you ever been there too? She probably has. We went to Legoland, I think, once. I think. Sounds familiar. Maybe I did. Maybe it was in a dream. I don't know. I had the weirdest dream last night. I dreamt that I was looking out my back window and I had all this property behind me, which I don't, and my pool wasn't there, and my in the middle of the yard there's a great big huge Christmas tree, and I thought, that is so pretty. Wait a minute, where's my pool? And then I woke up, and I think it's because Jim and I, we were talking. We were sitting in the living room and the kids were over. Everybody was over. It must have been at a family dinner, and we have a guy that does our Jim cuts the lawn, but we have a lawn service that fertilizes it and, does all that stuff. Does our landscaping work, that like extra work that we need done that's beyond Jim. And Valerie Reese, geez, oh Pete, did you marry a handyman or what? Oh my gosh, Steve fixes everything. He does the vinyl on the house, the siding on the house. He does the roofing. He puts new windows in. He fixes the car. He puts parts in for the car. He's a handyman worth keeping, I'm telling you. But anyway, so we were sitting in the living room, we were talking, and the guy that does our lawn's name is Dan, and his brother is Jeff. And he says, yeah, I was talking to Jeff that I told him that him and Dan need to come and take out those 2 trees. Well, when we first moved in here, we had 2 trees in our backyard, and I wanted to put a pool in. So we dug up the one tree. I'll show you the other tree when I get back from my walk. But we dug up the one tree where the pool was, and we replanted it in front of the house. And I love it because when I sit in, the west is that way. So the west sun comes in and it shines into the 2 bedrooms. And the one is my TV room. And at first it was really difficult to sit back there and watch TV without closing the blinds, but now my tree gives me the proper shade and it blocks the sun just enough that it doesn't annoy me. And then on the patio, I'll show you that tree too. There's this great big, I don't know what kind of tree it is, but I love it. It's an absolute, I love the tree. And it gives us privacy, so we don't have to have a privacy fence, but we can still sit on our back deck and have privacy, and we don't have to worry about it. So anyway, Jim says, well, we're going to take out the 2 trees. We're going to take the one out. I told him about Dan and Jeff about taking out the tree in the front and the tree in the back. And I go, the tree in the front and the tree in the back? And he said, yeah, I want to get rid of them. And I go, we're not getting rid of those trees. And he says, well, yeah, I don't like them. I don't like them at all. And I go, I don't really care. I love them. And then he says, I says, because that blocks the shade coming in, it shades it's from the sun coming in the window. And so he says, no, I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about the one that's closest to the house. I'll show you that one too. And I go, well, I guess you could take that one out. And then Christy said, well, what about all your birds? And I go, that's right, that's wrong. No, you're not taking out a home. And he says, well, I'm going to at least take the one out on the back deck. And I go, oh no, we're going to get divorced then, because I come home from he says, well, I'll just wait till you're up north, because I go, Jim and I take separate vacations. We take vacations together, but we always take separate vacations. We've done that our whole life. Oh, look at, oh, there was a cute little dove. I know, I got distracted. Sorry. So anyway, that reminds me, no, that wasn't a dream. That was on Carrie, Weight Watchers with Carrie's, when she had a deer and the little baby fawns with her following behind. I know. Okay, back to the subject. Back to the subject. Stay on track. So I said, no. So he says, well, when you get back from vacation, that tree will be gone. And I go, and then the next day you'll be served with divorce papers, because that tree is not going anywhere. So he says, well, what's the compromise? I says, the compromise is that you can trim the front tree. I know. One day I'll come out home and that tree will be gone. As long as I can put another tree there and put my bird feeders in there, I'll be fine. But whatever. So I told you about that. Oh, and Suzanne _ Weight Watcher of Life, WW Life. Denise does sew, but she only sews quilts. She doesn't sew clothes. Bertie sews clothes, but she's refused to do it from now on because she said she's done. She's a very good sewer. Her mother, or seamstress, but her mother taught her really well. Her mother was like an excellent. My mother-in-law she like made all of her own draperies for her house. She upholstered her chairs when they needed to be reupholstered. She made beautiful afghans, beautiful blankets and stuff. My kids, I don't know that Christy got one. I know Jimmy got one, being the firstborn. He got a beautiful blanket, which he does have. And then, Christy had one. Yeah, she made one. It was like a Raggedy Ann. Or was that Danny? No, I think it was Christy. I don't know. They'll let me know. I'm sure they don't have it anymore. That's why I feel bad, because Jim's mother saved his stuffed animal from when he was a baby. It was like a little reindeer. And she gave it to him when we got married. And it made the first move when we moved from our flat to our house that we rented. It made it to that move. But somehow when we moved from the house in Detroit to the house in Clinton Township, we lost it. And we lost Jim's uniform, maybe his Army uniform. We lost a lot of stuff. I don't know where we left it behind, or it just got lost. I don't know. Anyway, let's go for a walk. I gotta get back. I gotta get back and go again with Denise. But I'll try to remember to. You know what? I'm going to show you the trees now, because I know my memory. I probably will forget. So I'll show you the trees. Well, that's the tree Jim wants to get rid of completely. And this is the tree that I absolutely love, because it blocks the sun from going in that window. And then let's walk this way. You can see a little bit of my flowers. There's some flowers there too. I'll show you my other tree that Look at that beautiful tree there. Look at that gorgeous tree. Blocking the deck. Giving you all the privacy in the world that you need. Pay no attention to the backyard. We got all of this stuff off of the deck because we just put a second coat of paint on it. But isn't that a gorgeous tree? And then see, you just peekaboo in there, you can see my yard. But here's my plants. I'm kind of bummed because my butterfly tree is not going to come back. I'm kind of bummed because look at hers is coming back. But not mine. I think I got to fill my hummingbird feeders up because I think they're empty. Yeah, you know what? That was filled to the top 3 days ago. So, okay, let's go for a walk. Well, I guess I should have showed you the rest of my flowers. There's some flowers on this side. When Jim went to North Dakota, he dug up that cactus and brought it home. And it's really thriving. And then whenever I get lilies for Easter, I always plant them. And Jim's fixing that window box this weekend so I can put some flowers in my window box. And there's the entrance to my front door. Let's see if I can. I think you can see the sign. In our home, let's love abide with blessed all those who step inside. There's that. We used to have a awning on here, but it didn't do any good, and then it got ripped. So the big windstorm came through and wrecked it. So next year, we're going to put an awning, retractable awning on here. But we got other work we're doing this year, so we're not going to get it done. Okay, I'm back. I did walk 2.3 miles today. I met a new neighbor. She just moved in. She's got 2 little ones. I always like when new neighbors come in. She just lives about 6 or 7 houses down, but her kids are too little for my grandkids. But I like when the neighborhood changes and you get some younger ones. Everybody on this end of the block is either in middle school or high school, or graduated and in college, or pursuing their careers. They were just little tiny ones when we moved in. But I'm going to go in, get some water, come back out here and sit because it's so nice. It's beautiful. And then get ready to go with Denise. I'll water my flowers later this afternoon. I got a little bit of weeding I got to do too. Never ending. How come your flowers can't come up as bountiful as the weeds do? I mean, my flowers come up pretty nice, but not like the weeds. Well, I thought I'd show you my knees so you can see how bad they look. Pay no attention to how fat my legs are, though. But you can see, pretty bad. See how nice this scar was? This scar wasn't too bad. This knee didn't give me any problems. This knee, lots of problems. Well, today is National Donut Day. You knew I would know when it was National Donut Day. Dunkin' Donuts has given you a free donut with a purchase of a drink, which my drink would be a hot chocolate. So that would be even doubly wrong because I would get a chocolate-covered chocolate donut with a hot chocolate with whipped cream on top. So instead, since I don't know how long we're going to be, I didn't track it in my book yet, but I tracked it on my phone. I poured myself a glass of diet cranberry juice for 0 points. I'm going to have a banana for 0 points. And I'm going to have a hard-boiled egg for 0 points. And of course, I have to bring with me my water. Let's see where it says Chit Chat Paddywhack. Got to bring my water. And I always know where my bathrooms are, Anita. It's a joke in my family because when we walk in somewhere and we're sitting down, they'll always say, "Do you know anybody know where the bathroom? Mom, where's the bathroom?" They just know. Okay, I'm going to eat this real quick because Denise is going to be here in about 5 minutes. So I'm going to have to wolf this down as if that's ever stopped me. There she is.
in all her glory.
She actually had a movie line. What'd you just say?
We're on a mission from God.
What movie? You gotta let us know. She doesn't know what movie either.
I think I do. I won't say, but I think I do. I'll tell her when it hooks, and then she'll let you know.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
It's,
Okay, wait a minute.
She didn't believe me that I knew. I did know.
Couldn't believe it, but she did know. I mean, it's a very obvious movie. Anybody should know it. But Suzanne _ WW Life, you're gonna see the reaction on her face. Suzanne suggested that I give you all my t-shirts with the sayings on it that are too big and that you can sew them to fit me now.
I'm a quilter, not a seamstress. There's a difference.
See, Birdie's a seamstress.
And I'm a quilter. So, no, that won't be happening.
But neither one's going to do it.
No. I got to see how we're going here.
So, you know how, well, she's a quilter, but Kathleen wanted her to make a quilt, but she didn't want to take a chance because it was her dad's shirts and she didn't want to ruin it.
You screw that up and then it's just too late. Tough luck.
It's too late. Toughy lucky, as they say.
Okay, I know where we're going.
Okay, now tell them what we're getting because I couldn't explain it.
I'm getting barnwood.
I said barnwood, but I don't know what that is.
To make shelves for my kitchen. I have a chest of drawers in my kitchen, and above it I want to have 2 shelves made in barnwood. And then I'm going to get another piece because I'm going to be doing my kitchen over just a slight bit. And I'm going to get a kitchen hood, and I want to have the barnwood be on the bottom for the trim, so it'll match the shelves.
No, this was actually on a barn?
Yes, this was a barn that was deconstructed. Mm-hmm.
It's decomposing too.
Probably.
The piece she has is decomposing.
Yes.
So, all right, well, we got to let her drive.
Okay.
See, Denise?
Like remember that, what was the show?
Oh,
Tim Allen's
Tim
show?
Allen, Home Improvement.
Home Improvement. What do
You are Wilson.
I'm Wilson.
Let me see if I can back it up. That's the board.
It goes all the way to the front of the car.
All the way back. See my shirt? Oh, I should show my shirt. I always show my shirt. Because this one does fit. I bought one that fit. Canada. Eh?
What do you mean it does fit?
It's an extra large. My other ones are 2X's that are too big.
I see.
That you won't fix.
No.
Say goodbye, Wilson. Okay, we're back. So I'm going to eat my breakfast now. I started my day with a prayer. I drank 32 ounces of water. I need to start drinking some more water. My quote is, to accomplish great things, we must not only act, but also dream. Not only plan, but also believe. Earlier I had the egg banana diet cranberry juice, which I showed you. So now I'm having 4 points for a half a cup of dry oatmeal, 1 point for a quarter cup of 2% milk, and 0 for my berries, grapefruit, and my tea and water. So it's a 5-point breakfast. I still have 19 points left. Okay, look at that huge dinner, and it's only 6 points. 3 points for my half a cup of cottage cheese, 1 point for a tablespoon of Miracle Whip, 1 point for my Extreme Wellness Wrap, 1 point for my 2 tablespoons of the poppy seed dressing, and 0 for my tuna fish, the celery that's in the tuna, my salad, the tomato, the cucumber, and the spinach, and my tea. So it's a 6-point dinner, and I still have 14 points left. I use unsweetened tea, regular Miracle Whip, the bumblebee tuna. I use the whole 4% cottage cheese. This is the best dressing ever. Panera poppy seed, 1 point for 2 tablespoons. I think actually you can have 3. I'd have to scan it to make sure. And an Extreme Wellness Wrap. I think I made some pretty good choices because doesn't that look good? Okay, I just scanned it and it's 4 tablespoons is 1 point. I don't need 4 tablespoons, but it's nice to know it's offered there if you need like extra dressing. Well, I'm going to end this video before it gets too long. I know I didn't eat all my points today, but you know I have so much to do outside, and it's so nice. I'm not sitting in the house being tempted by food. I'm keeping myself busy and occupied, and I'm not the least bit hungry. And that was a pretty good sized dinner, and I think I did okay. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning.